Hi, my name is Nate Tennis. I am the lead instructor at DirtFish Rally School in Seattle, Washington. I have been rallying on my own for 25 years, and I'm lucky enough to work with all level of rally drivers, from absolute beginners to professionals. This season, I'll be giving insight and analysis into the impressive and not so impressive moments from the weekend's WRC action. Welcome to Nate Narrates. Our first one is a rough one. Here we have a young driver trying to prove himself, pushing really hard, and honestly, as most local authorities will tell us when they find us in a ditch, he just was too fast for conditions. There just simply wasn't enough grip for the speed he was entering the corner at. Hit a loose patch, and over he went. If there was a little bit of room, he might have been able to get away with it, but not with the angle that the car was at that point. The best opportunity to fix that situation is frankly to not get into an understeer before you get to it. So for our incident here with Seb, I think this is one of those situations where honestly it's scarier from a helicopter than it is from inside of the car. You can see what he was trying to accomplish here. He was in the snow, he sees a dry patch or what looks like a dry patch, and there's an opportunity to push a little bit harder, to eke out a second or two on one single corner. Unfortunately, as he approached it, it wasn't as grippy as he anticipated, so with a little bit of quick thinking, he went from understeer, where the car isn't gripping on the front end, grabbed a little bit of handbrake to pivot and fix the situation, and fortunately had enough room to make it out of there without what could have been a nasty situation.
I had bigger moment than that this weekend. I don't know why everybody talk about this one, because this one is just like a hairpin where I just like a bit outside line on the snow, but it's nothing at all, to be honest. So I believe in Monte Carlo, this kind of moment happened to all of us and a lot. And it's actually the one who managed to do less mistake than the others who can also win.
So poor Oliver. I mean, he's pushing hard. He's obviously having problems with fumes inside the car. That absolutely can affect concentration. Too high of a body temperature can affect concentration. Lots of things can. And you see, this is a perfect example of what happens when a little lapse in concentration can cause a big incident. Whatever it was, a little bit of brain fade, whatever, caused him to brake what looks like a little bit too late, overwhelm the front tires, and again, off the road he goes. So, unfortunate one for him. With fumes like that, you lose concentration, you're unable to think clearly, and that was an inevitable result. All right, this looks like so much fun. I mean, check that out. That is a very low tarmac spec car getting air and chucking it over a blind crest into a corner. So cool. What's interesting to see here is it looks like the middle of the car goes off the road and actually high centers for a second. It sort of barely jacks the car up off the ground. It leaves the road, leaves the ground, it very imperceptibly, and then just gets back on, and they're able to catch it and get it back in line. That is some fantastic driving, extremely exciting, and man, that's why it's fun to watch the best in the business go at it at speed. That is just absolutely fantastic driving. All right, here's a fun example of efficiency. So we have two of the best of the business ever in rallying, and we see two examples of how to take a hairpin corner. We have a heavy braking zone down, we have a 180-degree turn, and then we have a straight exit out of here. Honestly, OJ was just simply quicker and more efficient through here. What you're looking for in a corner situation like this is to get the car as straight as possible so that you can accelerate as hard as possible. If the car is sliding, it doesn't have enough grip to accelerate as fast as if it was dead straight. So OJ is very clean, very tidy, puts the car right up the inside, gets it straight very quickly, and you hear he's able to put the power down very quickly and efficiently, and very hard as well, whereas Loeb has to back off just slightly as he has a little bit more tail out attitude on the exit. Boy, I gotta admit, I feel really bad about Oit on this one. That is just, he was in survival mode at that point. A little more slippery than he expected it to be, and I think he did a fantastic job of not going off the road as bad as he could have. Obviously, he went off the road and touched the bank on the other side, but look at how much worse it would have been had he gone off on the left. So he gathered it up, knew that he was going to have an issue on the exit of the corner, but unfortunately there just wasn't enough room. Unfortunately, in this situation, he just hit the corner at the right time, at the right speed and the right angle to have caused him too much damage to continue. Very unfortunate, but honestly, I would have chosen that versus going tumbling down a snowy embankment, that's for sure.
Ja Tera paneb neli, ei kuula, nelikümmend.